What is up, everybody? How you doing? It is the big dog back at you again with another Colts update. I guess not much of an update. There hasn't really been much happening early in the offseason. But today is a significant day. It is the first day where the Colts can franchise tag Michael Pittman Jr. That's a big deal because he is due. He is due for a new contract. His contract is up. The Colts have 2 weeks from today to franchise tag Michael Pittman. If they do not, then he hits the free agency market. He can sign anywhere. The chickens are going crazy as always. I think that they should franchise tag him. I think him playing on the franchise tag would be fine. He would get anywhere from 20 to 23 million. There's also the idea of just getting a contract extension. Michael Pittman might want to check out what he's worth on the market, but it just really depends. It really just depends. I mean, the Colts could give him an offer that he just can't refuse. But Chris Ballard, he's a little stingy with his money. We'll see what happens. He's been all about paying his homegrown guys, and this is exactly what that is. But if you don't pay Michael Pittman, you have to go out and get another guy. You can't allow Anthony Richardson to not have Michael Pittman. Also, if you franchise tag Michael Pittman, then you run the risk of him holding out for OTAs or training camp or what have you. And Anthony Richardson coming back off of an injury, off of a surgery, a season it was ended early, he wouldn't have his number one wideout. So you need that. You need that availability from Michael Pittman. And Michael Pittman was huge. I've harped on all off season long, that the game that he missed against the Atlanta Falcons was massive. Was absolutely massive. That he missed, and the Colts, got 10 points all game, right? So Michael Pittman is an absolute huge part of what the Colts do. Now, like I said, I got the numbers written down here. Like I said, Michael Pittman Jr. can franchise tag him today and 2 weeks from today till March 5th. If they don't tag him by March 5th, he hits free agency. And free agency starts on March 13th. So this is a pretty nice little time slot of things that are going to finally get going. Things are going to start getting a little interesting with free agency coming up. You've got the, I don't know why I'm spacing on it, the NFL Draft Combine, that's coming up. So, I mean, there's some things coming up. We're starting to slow down a little bit. But just different things going on with Michael Pittman, I think are worth looking at. Because, I mean, like I said, he's a big part of your offense. And there's not much else going on early in the offseason for the Colts. I know I've talked about it a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of drive the point home that today is the first day that they can franchise tag him. But there's also the option that they can franchise tag guys like Julian Blackmon or Grover Stewart. Or Kenny Moore. If you look at the franchise tag makes it to where the player getting tagged makes the median number of the top 5 contracts at that position. So Michael Pittman would make the average of the top 5 contracts for wide receivers in the NFL, which is 20 to 23 million. Cornerback is going to judge a lot more, which is what Kenny Moore is. Grover Stewart is going to judge a lot more because of guys like Aaron Donald, who are getting paid a lot of money, and Chris Jones, who are getting paid a lot of money. That's what you would be paying that's what you would be paying Grover Stewart if you were to franchise tag him. A guy that you could look at to franchise tag if you don't franchise tag one of those 3 guys is Julian Blackmon, because the safety market, the safety market's not like high-end prices, so you can get away with paying him a little less if you wanted to use the franchise tag. Now, in past years, like I said, the Colts have only used the franchise tag once in the last decade. I mean, that was the last time the Colts used it was in 2013 on Pat McAfee. But the Colts just haven't really been in a position where they have needed to use it. So that could change now. That could definitely change. I think it might. There's one of 4 players that I could definitely see the Indianapolis Colts using a franchise tag on. But, yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Of course, you guys can check Twitter. There's always going to be news on Twitter. 2 weeks from now, we'll figure out something on Michael Pittman. We'll get a lot more information on Michael Pittman. Hopefully it's good news. And hopefully it's stuff that can help our still very young quarterback. But that's all I got for today. The only Colts update. I appreciate you guys watching. I am the big dog named Austin. If you would, please like, comment on the video, and subscribe. The chickens would love it. The roosters would love it. The ducks, they'd love it. They would absolutely love it. Appreciate you guys watching. I am the big dog named Austin. Go Colts.